Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of Linux Screwer Guy. This is Rick Copple. And this is
Jeremiah.
my son. Yeah, he's visitors from San Antonio today. So he's agreed to appear on a special show because I need a cameraman, basically.
Yeah.
To show this kind of stuff. Yeah, he's got skills too.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm just getting into school at UT San Antonio for cybersecurity. So I got a decent amount of comfortability with computers, but still learning a lot.
Yeah, he's appeared on two other videos with me, I guess. Both of them reviewing
Linux distros.
security distros.
Yeah, security-based Linux distros.
Parrot OS and I think Adachi OS. So anyway, you can check those in the history. But today we're going to be doing something totally different. We're going to be tearing apart my new framework laptop. Yay! So you see, I'm not going to tear it totally apart as some of the ones I've seen, but I'm going to show you the inside of it, show you what it does, that kind of thing. So we'll get started on that. Yay! So anyway, I bought this framework laptop. By the way, this isn't paid. They didn't pay me nothing. They don't even know about this. So there's no full disclosure. There's no quid pro quo type stuff going on here. Nothing like that. So they don't even know I'm the video person probably. They do. They got more time on their hands than I do. So anyway, this is a framework laptop. And bottom of it, see right here, it's got these little things, modular things. That's how you take them out, press that down, and you pull it out. They're kind of hard to pull out though, so they don't pull out too easy. But yeah. There he is. Yeah, so they all connect to the C connector down there in the bottom of it. And this one is also just pass-through C connector for plug-in power cord. Which is a C connector obviously too. So all these pop out. There's 4 slots here. One, two on each end. Right there. And I also have this is a 1 terabyte drive here. And this is a Type A USB connector. And over here we have another Type USB connector, and I also have over here my slot. This is my HTML connector, which I connect to the big screen when I have it connected to that. So anyway, as those things pop out like that, if you want to do that. Now this has 5 screws on the back of it. 1, 2, 3 across this top part, and 2 down here towards the bottom corners. And so we're going to pull this apart, and you see how easy it is to take apart. How easy it is to repair and replace things in it. Show the details. Also what I had to, this came in parts. It came in parts. Memory, the hard drive, and the modules. And the Wi-Fi adapter came in separate containers, and I had to put together myself. First, we're going to show this stuff. Also, it came with this handy dandy little tool here, which is like a little, it's got a little star thing on the end of here. And on the side, it's got a little separator thing. So we're going to do that now. I'm going to take this puppy apart by, now these screws here, they are like, they just unscrew that easy. And they're connected to the case so they can't fall out. You can't lose these screws. It's very easy, I guess you can yank them off if you wanted to. But you'd probably tear a case up doing it. It's an aluminum case too, so it's nice. Then to open it up, you have to flip it over. Open this part up. And this whole thing is magnetically attached to the case, so I have to just press all apart. And here. It's attached to the main body by a ribbon, which is a keyboard and touchpad connector. And get it apart. Screw putting it off loose as well.
It'll still take a little working on it, but much easier than taking apart a standard laptop.
Here's the inside of it. When you notice it has like little tags on it. If you wanted to, you could do, you put your camera over this USB, or not USB, but your smartphone camera over this and get a thing. It brings a website, tells you how to replace it. This is a keyboard the keyboard part. And you have your touchpad down here. And here you have your battery. This is my NVMe card, a hard drive basically. Here's where the USB, the Wi-Fi adapter goes right there. This is your memory over here now. Yeah, one of the things that's handy about this, you can tell right away where everything was supposed to go when you open it up. There's my memory. This says storage. It's got the little, what do you call those things?
QR code?
Yeah, QR codes for it. Take a website, tell you how to replace this or fix it or whatever. It came in handy when I came to this because it's more complicated. I mean, you just inserts in there, but yeah, I have to get these antennas on how to wire it up right. So I don't have it quite right, but it's close. There's your CPU and the fan right there, and your cooling channels. And motherboards just right underneath all this stuff. You can take the motherboard apart by removing that screw. And of course after you take some other stuff out, but motherboard's removable. There's other videos, there's a screw for it, there's a screw. There's a screw for taking out speakers. Yeah, the only problem I had, here's memory sticks. Is memory clearly marked. And the only thing that wasn't clearly marked was where the Wi-Fi adapter went. I had to do a special thing for that. Basically what I did was I took some of these other QR codes like this over here and stuff like that. And I figured out what the how they did the URL on the QR code. So when I figured out the URL, I figured out that it's just the it is FRANBA for the that's the website you go to https://fr.mw/FRANBA FRNBN. And yeah, and then this really works. So I had this number on the package that came in, but I couldn't figure out where to put this thing. So after a while, I decided to try putting the code on this on the end of this, and I figured out that worked. And I was finally able to get instructions on how to install this. So yeah. So glad I did, because I couldn't figure out where to even put it, much less than how to install it. We installed the Wi-Fi adapter before, so it's pretty easy here. So yeah, you can change out pretty much anything you want on here in instructions.
I like that it does come with that tool that can kind of get the whole job done for changing things out.
Mm-hmm. It took me a while, but I got the job done. Your CMOS battery. Through there. And speakers are right here. I mean, you know, these are speakers here. It says speaker on it. Your right, left speakers. And these are your modular connectors. Modular go. And another thing, part of this is magnetically held on. You can even take this off and change it to different colors if you wanted. I'm gonna rip it apart though. Right up here, you got your. I'm gonna place your camera, your microphone, right here. One of those things has the privacy switches on your microphone and your camera. And you can switch it off right here. You're back out of right now, or you can turn them on, whichever one you want. Camera did pretty good too. So that's half of the thing. How does it operate? Well, let's find out. There we are back on Fedora laptop. Boot up fine, so we know the hard drive still works, even though I took it out, put it back in. That kind of thing. Yeah, so you can see over here, I can turn this on. I can start up OBS in it. And there it is. Yeah, with all the things I connect up to this one. I think remember right. Yeah, I need to change I've changed the capture. I got it hard coded to my webcam right there. So since it's used by the other computer, I can't use this at the same time. I'd have to flip it on and see. It's kind of heavy camera for what. Yeah, there you are. Yeah, color's pretty good overall. It makes my face look a little red from experience. So, yeah, that's gives you an idea about the camera, what it does. I want an idea. Yeah, it doesn't appear too good in OBS because it's not the resolution's a little high for it, I guess. Something like that. Anyway, it works. The keyboard works pretty, has a good feel for it. There's good travel, good clean click when you know you've hit it. And overall, I really enjoy laptops have real sensitive thing, mouse. You can see mouse there is barely. So, yeah, and I've got XFC desktop installed with the little dock thing I got down here. So, yeah, it's pretty good overall. I like it and I'm enjoying it, and I know it's easy to fix. As a matter of fact, I want to replace the bezel on here at some point. Another one or different color, I can do that. Or I want to put in more memory or something like that, I can always add at a future date. Now I've got 16 gigs of memory in this puppy.
Not too bad, and upgradable.
Yeah, I think it's upgradable to 64 gigs if I remember correctly in memory. Probably not go that high, but it's a lot of memory. Yeah. You can see we got 776 out of 15.4 gigs memory. And it's got a it's got Fedora 35 on it. And it's got the kernel 5.15.12 -200 blah 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 on it. And I set this resolution at this. Probably about the most best resolution to match up with screens, big screens on it. So it's kind of odd. The only problem I have is a little bit odd size, so it's like a 3:2 ratio. So some distros, some desktop environments don't know how to handle that very well. If you go to like match up with a screen over here, which is a big 19 by 20 by 1920 by 1080 screen, high resolution screen over there. Yeah, it's really fun trying to match it up and scale it right for it to look right. That one looking real big and one looking real small. Yeah. So then we have 11th generation Intel 551135 G7 the processor. 8 threads running at 4.2 gigahertz. And it's got Intel Tiger Lake LP GT2 Iris Xe graphics on it, which is what I've read that it's equivalent to a MX250 NVIDIA driver as far as graphics ability. I haven't really tested out on games yet much or anything like that. I've been still setting up, just trying to find the right distro, right desktop environment for it. So far, I think XFC might be my desktop environment for it. Seems to work pretty well. So that's our video on the framework, my framework laptop I bought. Yeah, pretty good, and I like it a lot. And
it's a good new toy. Lots of versatility to it.
Yeah, it's very versatile. And I only had 2 problems with it. One, the Wi-Fi adapter not being easily identifiable, and 2, the screen size has been a little bit of a problem to get connects up with my external monitor correctly. I was able to do it, but something like I had with a bungee, and no, it's KDE. I had a KDE desktop on there, and I'd open it up, and sometimes the screens would be flipped. And open it up and go, what? Or sometimes just do something totally weird. So yeah, so far SFC's done pretty well on that end of it too. So yeah. So anyway, that's my review of my framework laptops. Just want to show everybody what I got, all the goodies I have installed, that kind of thing. And also, thanks Jeremy for helping out.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Yeah, he's got skills, because girls like guys with skills, right?
Yes.
So anyway, thanks for showing up. Thanks for watching. Subscribe down below if you want to. And we'll see you next time on another episode of Linus. Bye.
Bye.
And Linus Force be with you.